In today's video, we're going to be going over 30 pretty shocking crypto facts that you should probably know about. Now, just before we dive in, I want to hit you with 7 quick facts to catch you up to speed in case you aren't well versed in blockchain or crypto and you somehow ran across this video, and also interesting facts even if you're already in crypto. So let's dive into those first. So first things first, how many cryptocurrencies are there? Well, right now, there's over 20,000 different cryptocurrencies that are in circulation. And honestly, this number is probably a lot higher if you count all the little small ones that have no liquidity. But aside from that, the top 3 cryptocurrencies right now that a lot of these other cryptocurrencies are running on, Ethereum especially, are Bitcoin, Ethereum, and Tether. Tether being a stablecoin, not a blockchain. Now, on top of this, there's still a lot of transaction volume. There are approximately 200,000 Bitcoin transactions every single day as of November 2022. Now, fourth fact, and pretty interestingly enough, there is a lot of people using crypto, approximately 45 million American crypto users, and nearly 500 million, 420 million crypto users internationally as of 2023. And we're going to dive into more on where those users come from and which countries it takes the cake for the most crypto users later in this video, so stay tuned. But 3 more quick facts before we dive into the bulk of the rest of the facts, and that is that 60% of Americans state that they've used, invested in, or traded a cryptocurrency. Even if it was just Dogecoin, that's still pretty cool. On top of this, the global blockchain market value is around $10 billion as of 2022, compared to in 2015, this being around 300 million. That's quite the return, or quite the tenfold, more than tenfold on how much we've seen development grow. And although in 2023 right now we are at $10 billion in a global market value, so like revenue, the share of companies that are using blockchain tech, there is an expectation that we're going to hit around 67 billion or 70 billion by 2026 with a CAGR of 68.4%. If you don't know what a CAGR is, like me, before reading this report, it is the compound annual growth rate, and an annual growth rate of over 60% is, as expected, pretty freaking high. Okay, now we're going to dive into some more interesting stats, and the first one being that 97% of users are confident in cryptocurrencies. This is according to one study. However, even though it's only one study, it is interesting to see, as depending where this article is taken, the morale for cryptocurrencies right now do not feel this way. At least on Twitter and all of the other things, people are so focused on their investments and they want them to go up that they are not confident in that, and therefore not confident in the tech, even though nothing has changed and only things have gotten better within the tech. Now, on top of this, you can see that the study found that top 3 reasons for users invest in crypto are to create a long-term investment strategy. So 55% are long-term investors, which is pretty good. And then a distrust of the current financial system. Interesting. And we're seeing some of those true colors shine through recently. And then on top of that, short-term trading, which makes up for kind of all the volumes in CEXs, or most of them at the moment. If you don't know what a CEX is, it is a centralized exchange, CEX. Now, on top of this, we also have, as of August 2022, there being 84 million crypto wallets worldwide. So I did mention that there was around 420 million crypto users. We're going to dive into the difference between crypto wallets and users in this video, but this number has grown substantially since 2015, when back then there was only 3 million crypto wallets globally. This number is insanely high now. On May 19th, 2021, the 24-hour trade volume for the entire crypto market peaked at over $500 billion. This is a 24-hour trade volume. This isn't, the whole year. This is one day. So this represented a dramatic increase from the 2 weeks earlier, when daily trading volume was around $4 billion. However, later in the same month, this massive spike declined after China, once again, for like the 18th time, banned cryptocurrency services. This next stat may spark some controversy, as the top 5 crypto exchanges reported here are based on traffic, liquidity, and trading volumes, being Binance, Coinbase Exchange, FTX, which is now completely bankrupt, insolvent, and took a lot of its users' money with it, Kraken, and KuCoin. Due to the nature of crypto and its lacking regulations, in most countries, crypto exchanges aren't required to register with a unified authority, And on top of this, its limited regulations make it practically impossible to know the exact number of crypto exchanges in total. However, there are estimated to be around 504 exchanges. As of today, around half of these exchanges are tracked and the other half are still in their startup phase. And this isn't to mention all of the on-chain exchanges, decentralized exchanges that are going on and users are taking a part of, which are probably tracked a lot less. But still information that is publicly available between the smart contracts on those blockchains. Just putting it out there. On top of this, an interesting stat that probably doesn't surprise really much people, twice as many men as women invest in cryptocurrency. And there's probably 8 times more men on social media crypto than there is women, if I had to guess. And 60% of men are involved with cryptocurrency compared to 7% of the total population of women. Now, before we dive into some more statistics, let's take a little break, intermission here, with some Bitcoin statistics. Yes, that is still statistics. And the first one I want to share with you is that Bitcoin was the first decentralized cryptocurrency, and it was created in 2009 by an anonymous developer under the pseudonym of Satoshi Nakamoto. Now, you probably already knew that, and you probably also already knew that, as I said, Bitcoin is the #1 ranked cryptocurrency at the moment, and it has been for a very long time. So, yeah. On top of that, the Bitcoin market cap is over 457 billion, so nearly $500 billion as of February 2023. Pretty much can give $1 for every point of market cap for every crypto user. That didn't make any sense. On top of this, Bitcoin price has increased over 46 million %. So not 46 million times, 46 million %, which is absurd. To put that into perspective, seeing a 3,000% gain is a 30x. This is millions of that. So since 2010, obviously most people were not in crypto 2010. So this is kind of just a bit sad to think about, but that is putting some stuff into perspective that Bitcoin's price is ridiculously high from its original price point. On top of this, in 2010, the peak price of Bitcoin was 9 cents. And today, the cost of Bitcoin is over $23,000. And yeah, we did hit, like 60 something thousand dollars a while back now. And many market analysts predicted Bitcoin's price will reach $100,000. Not that shocking to me. Might it be shocking to you? There's no really timeline on that. Eventually it'll get there probably. But yeah, we'll see when. On top of this, 65% of all crypto users actually own Bitcoin. Also not that surprising, but the other 45%, what crypto do they own? That's another story, and we're going to cover some more of that and insights into it. So let's keep going into the stats. So other than Bitcoin right now, there is other popular cryptocurrencies, even the ones not listed that I'm going to read right now. But the most popular in terms of market cap are Ethereum, Tether, BNB, and USDC. So 2 stable coins, 3 blockchains as of February 2023. Now there's a bunch of other blockchains out there. As we mentioned, there's like 20,000 cryptocurrencies. Not all of them are their own blockchains, but there's a lot of digital assets. And although pretty much all of these is a much lower market cap than Bitcoin, aside from Ethereum really, Bitcoin's market cap has been dominant for a long time. We'll see if that changes, but in general, let's go over just the breakdown of market caps right now, because the difference between Bitcoin to Ethereum to then any other runner-up is pretty staggering in terms of market cap. And it is something to think about. How long is this kind of leadership going to last? And will there be something to take down the throne at any point? Well, the throne is pretty steady right now because Bitcoin is still having hundreds of thousands of transactions per day. On January 6th, recording at 264,899 transactions on Bitcoin alone. And in comparison, the most significant cryptocurrency, Ethereum, had 1.12 million transactions on the same day. Ethereum, just in general, has a lot more transactions on it because of the nature that it runs on, being a smart contract platform, having people interact on dApps, decentralized exchanges, and much more. And Bitcoin really, to me, just being a more or less place for storing value and a better monetary policy than what we've seen for our traditional financial banking system. If you're curious, the price of Bitcoin is over $21,000 more than the price of Ethereum, but this doesn't really matter at all because Bitcoin has a different amount of total supply than Ethereum, and the market caps are what you should be focusing on, not the price of individual coins. As if, we go to crypto, Ethereum to be worth the same of Bitcoin would still be a fraction of the price. So just remember that market caps are a thing. and it's not the price of the coin that matters. Now, diving into some crypto statistics by country, and hopefully you can find your country in these statistics, there's an estimated, as we mentioned earlier, 420 million crypto users around the world as of 2023. Now, this has been an incredible growth rate compared to the past couple of years. Between 2018 and 2020, the number of cryptocurrencies grew by 190% globally. So pretty big gain, especially if we're talking people here. We're not just talking the price of a random coin. The industry's growth rate has continued to expand in the past year alone, even though the market has been pretty harsh to most people, not just crypto, but the general economy. And the number one cryptocurrency country ownership in terms of population percentage is actually the United Arab Emirates, where 27% of the people in this population own crypto as of 2023. So 1 every 4 people will own some crypto. If you go up to someone on the street, if you go up to 20 people on the street, maybe one of them in Canada where I live or in the States will say, hey, yeah, I own some crypto. Or will even know a cryptocurrency outside of Bitcoin. Or if they know Bitcoin at all, they'll probably just say Dogecoin. In Vietnam, 26% of the population owns or uses crypto, and this is followed up by the United States, where 13% of the population owns crypto, Philippines, 13% as well, and then India, 11% of the population owning crypto. But there is a caveat to this because India is a lot bigger and more populated than the United States, and you're going to see that in the chart that we're showing next. You can see here that this is the population owning crypto, but then if we go down a bit, you can see that India has a massive amount of people, and 157 million people from India are owning cryptocurrency, and runner-up being United States, but still a staggering amount of people in just Asia in general, and countries that are towards the east rather than west own a lot of crypto per population, and also just people in general, because there's a lot of people there. However, at the same time, even though US is not the leader in how many people own crypto in a country, it is the leader in how many crypto ATMs there are, as there is around nearly 18,000 operational crypto ATMs as of 2021. And the United States has the most crypto ATMs in the world by an enormous margin. And that's probably just because the United States likes to spend money. People like to spend money in the States. That's kind of how it works. And most of the things people buy are from the more countries in the East. We're consumers over here in the West for sure. And in line with that, we can see that Canada has the runner-up with 1,400 ATMs. One of those is right near me, actually. And the United Kingdom, 200, and then it kind of goes down a lot, 157, 138. So not very many ATMs outside of Canada and the United States, but I'm sure these numbers will grow. However, the benefit of using an ATM for crypto is probably not as strong as people want it to be, or most people using crypto aren't just the type to go use an ATM. At least that's not what I would do. Now for some good old spicy speculation. These are trends and projections, so keep that in mind. They're not guaranteed numbers, and do not bet your whole life savings on them. But in this report, we went over that the global cryptocurrency market is projected to grow with a continual annual growth revenue of 56%, not revenue rate, which is a lot. So if the kind of cryptocurrency market was $1 trillion this year, the expected growth is expected to be 56% more in the next year, and then compounding up to 2025 and 2019, we would have an enormous market cap of all crypto by the end of it. So the projection is pretty strong. It is pretty saying that, hey, the numbers are going to go up a lot, and that is a pretty bold prediction, considering right now it does not feel like it, as we're in a bear market and everybody just wants to sell everything this first chance they get. Another projection: by 2026, the global blockchain technology market is expected to grow with a continual annual growth rate of 68%. So even more than 56%, another strong bet for cryptocurrencies and projection. And yes, obviously this affects this and probably affects this as well, which is the number of crypto wallets worldwide. And this has grown at a rate of 1,271% since 2016. To put that into some more perspective, in January of 2016, there was 5.78 million crypto wallets worldwide. And as of August 2022, 6 years later, there are 84 million crypto wallets worldwide. So interestingly enough, crypto wallets have been growing, crypto has been growing, and crypto is expected to increase its rates of adoption. However, more regulations surrounding crypto in the coming years are also predicted, as we've kind of felt this past year, and there's going to be some drawbacks with every move forward, and especially so if we can see continued innovation from the US. And that is all I have for you guys in today's video. If you want to check out the references and sources, there will be an article linked down in the description to go over all of this. But yeah, some pretty awesome insights. I want to dive some more into some of these insights directly in separate videos. But for now, that's what I'm going to leave you with. If you want to see awesome inboxes to evolve yourself and stay up to date on crypto, then make sure you subscribe to my newsletter. It will be the first link down in the description, followed by the references that we use in today's video. See you guys in tomorrow's video. It's been your friend Jack. Peace.